272 regular season games, 12 playoff games, one last one on the NFL calendar, and it happens tonight as EA Sports welcomes you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, we've got a good one on tap. It's the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders and the champions of the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
One more. Come back. Hey, guys.
First snap, and Murray goes to the air. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Hey.
Now a second down throw from Murray. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Come on.
He'll throw on first down with Murray. That's caught. It's James Conner. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and 3. Play action now. It's Murray. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try and run here with Benson. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
An early test here for that offensive line, and they come through. They're going to have to continue to find space in the ground game for their running backs to continue to move the chain. So, nice job there. Give them a lot of credit. Now the question is, what is the adjustment on the defensive side of the ball in the next third down situation?
And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 4. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. To throw again is Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. It'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
York's kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
The Raiders take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Throwing right away, it's May. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes him pay.
He'll take off again. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's May. Out of the backfield. It's Ashton Genty. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down. A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9. Man in motion here is Tucker. On second down, it's May. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to Trey Tucker.
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Talk things over before third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. That's taken in, and he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and good. And the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead. So we've played a quarter here in Super Bowl 61. It's the Raiders with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Big ass shoulder. Forward. Who you got? That's one. Two.
Now Murray on first down. Pass to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Roll on it.
Murray going to hand this to Benson.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 5.
Omaha.
From the shotgun, it's Murray. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Hey. Two.
Murray on third down. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Second down, Murray. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
This is intercepted. And offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 35 yards. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is hard. What a job to keep the play alive. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
So, Mike, leading up to the Super Bowl, one thing we talked a lot about was the impact special teams would make. And here we get a huge play in the return game. I mean, you think about Desmond Howard, my old teammate Devin Hester, Percy Harvin. They've all had touchdown returns in the Super Bowl, and that was nearly another one.
Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A run out of the gun with Benson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 17-yard line. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Come back. Green.
From the gun, it's Murray. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. play action. Here's May. That's caught left side by Bowles. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's the second reception of this Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
May now on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 1st and 10, here's May. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So anytime the quarterback leaves the pocket, immediately all the receivers, Mike, have to go scramble drill. Continue to work open, separate, give your quarterback somewhere to go with the ball, but give credit to the defense. They plaster on all the eligible receivers, and he has to just throw this one away.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's Genty. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Smart's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Genty. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
The ball inches from the goal line. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Genty. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
What can you say about the effort of this defense, Mike? I mean, they find themselves backed up their heels on their own goal line. And not only do they come up with a big 3rd down stop, they take them back for a loss. Brings up 4th down, and wow, they got a chance to make a huge goal line stand.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. He gets free. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, those are the momentum swings that get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st, you stick your hand up. That's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
Raiders 14, Cardinals 12.
Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. To throw on 1st down is May. That one's to the sideline and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. May to throw on second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into first and 15. Working out of the gun, Murray. That one is complete to McBride. Second and 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 7.
To throw is Murray. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Look at that complete right side. It's Bellinger.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Handoff, and it's Benson running right. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal. On play action, Murray escaping to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of the first.
So, instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cardinals will take the lead here in the third quarter.
Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
Here's May to throw it on first down. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Look him up on a second down and 8. From out of the gun, here's May. Now he'll air one out. He's got it! And he will score! Dante Thornton touchdown of this Super Bowl. Man in motion here is Tucker. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for two, and it does not pan out. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What? Empty. Come on. That's one. Come back.
On first down, it's Murray. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Second reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Every possession is so critical in these close games. The one thing you can't have here is a turnover. Really nice job making sure that ball is uncatchable, and just line up and snap it again.
To throw again is Murray. On the move left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Throwing again is Murray. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Hold on.
They go play action for Murray. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
Big Ace.
Murray's going to throw again. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On third down, they go with Benson. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Murray. They work this out wide to Benson. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On second down, it's Benson. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. They'll run it here, and it's Connor. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line.
Kevin White on the tackle. Pick up of 2. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Inside the 5, it is second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Murray gonna do it himself. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and not bump the lead up to 3. It remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Raiders.
Off the play fake, here's May. Little short pass here on by his tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll run with Dempsey. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
May gonna hold on to this one. And he's gonna go into the end zone on an electrifying run. The quarterback had the decision to make, and boy, he chose the right one, taking it in for the touchdown.
The key to this play, Mike, is the...
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Green, green, green. Omaha, 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 Omaha.
First down throw for Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. They go play action now. Murray. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, it's Murray, and that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now, May. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be third down.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raider first down. Once again, it's Genty. And third and final timeout taken by the defense. So the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left.
At the 13-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's got another one. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas. With that, he ties the Super Bowl record, his 3rd touchdown of the night. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And he will score. Game on. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. So, 2 minutes remain on Super Bowl Sunday. We're back to see this one wrap up after this. They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Crazy! Crazy! You're going to start? Hey, what's up?
They'll run the toss to Genty. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. So big hit coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line. Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. On the run to the right. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
It's a turnover on down.
Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal at the 3. Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season. And the Raiders have done it. They are your Super Bowl champions. Well, a fitting ending to a great NFL season, all culminating here in the Super Bowl.